Heather, my friend just shared the most absolutely not I've ever heard in my entire life with me. Context. She had a sweet baby boy in July, named him Jones. She just found out last night from her husband that his brother sent a cease and desist, essentially, and demanded that they change their baby son's name because it is his wife's maiden name. Her maiden name was Jones, and they are stealing her identity. I'm stunned. I said, this is a prank. Call Ashton Kutcher, we're being punked. But no, they demanded by November 1st. By November 1st, he needs his name changed, and we'll pay you for it. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I need your comments. I need your thoughts, Heather. Tiramisu, bitch.
Okay, so you're saying that your friend named her baby Jones, and then her brother or his brother and his wife sent a legal document, sent a cease and desist, trying to get them to change the name. People have lost their minds. Now, this is clearly a wealthy family. This is giving Succession vibes, right? This is the kind of shit only rich people do. I love it. I mean, I think it's terrible and I feel bad for your friend because it's absurd and obscene, but there is nothing better than a rich dad with his rich wife being like, call the attorneys. They named their baby Jones. Wow. The tea is scalding hot. Now, I am always waiting for, the Delta Gamma sorority to send me a cease and desist, just being like, we don't want to be affiliated with you anymore, but they're actually do the opposite. They're like, you're helping us with Rush. We love you, and I love them in the bonds, ITB, Delta Gammas for life. But a cease and desist is kind of, let's look at exactly cease and desist. So a cease and desist, I mean, we know it's basically a written demand that says whatever you're doing, you got to stop. But I didn't know you could send a cease and desist. Okay, hold on. It's often used for issues like intellectual property infringement, harassment, or defamation. So, okay, that makes sense. If she's saying, hey, this is my family name, this is my maiden name, that's my IP. I don't know if names are IP. Well, yeah, they are because I have my name trademarked. Okay, yeah. So the sister-in-law is like, this is my IP, and you're infringing on that by naming your baby Jones? Wow. I mean, does she have a legal foot to stand on? Probably. But I want to know, we're not even digging to the bottom of the top layer. I want to know what the family drama is. And why did they end up picking Jones? There's more to that story there, and we need to know. Now, of course, I will be on your side because I will protect and defend baby Jones at any cost. But you know their Thanksgiving is about to be lit. The Thanksgiving is obviously going to be somewhere off the Chesapeake Bay at a very fancy house somewhere up in that part of the world. I can tell that this is a waspy family. This is some very waspy shit to be going down. And this is a very mid-Atlantic moment. Somebody's got a third uncle who's a governor of Maryland. Like, I just feel that is... I just know this household. The mom likes a lot of grass cloth wallpaper in the powder rooms. Each powder room, there's like 10 of them in the home, the family home on the Chesapeake. Every single room has a different grass cloth color. Like, I know the main powder room and the main family home has green grass cloth wallpaper. I don't know how else to describe it. I know that it's very niche, but if you know, you know. Everyone is extremely Caucasian, and I'm thinking baby Jones may even be a redhead. And they're kind of unsure how or why. A family name cease and desist is really some rich shit. I mean, I'd like to be invited to this this Thanksgiving, just to be sitting at that dinner table, watching the passive aggressive little remarks get passed across the table like a bowl of gravy, baby. Yeah. And the wives hate each other. The brothers also don't like each other, but these wives hate it. They're probably used to be Delta Gammas. They were probably sorority sisters at Virginia Tech together, and something happened at a date party and they don't speak anymore, and the brothers just happen to have married them. And again, I'm on Baby Jones's side. The only person who loses in all of this is Baby Jones. Baby Jones. I was actually looking up baby names the other day for one of my friends, and I'm like, can you imagine, all these baby names are like coming back and everything's cyclical, and people are going back to like a beautiful name like Charlotte and Louise and Margot and all these fun names. But could you imagine just staring at your baby and naming it Barbara? And I have friends named Barbara, but you think about it in 2025, like, this is baby Barbara. Like, it just fucking cracks me up. Even the name Heather, like, Heather is a dying name. It's a flower that grows on the hillside of Ireland and Scotland, but either way, baby Heather, it's just Tiffany. Dude, has anybody named their kid Tiff? Great 80s name. There's Ashley's, Heather's, Tiffany's, Michelle's, Nicole's. Those are all like 1985 names. We thrived in the 80s. Everybody had a babysitter named Tiffany or Kimberly. Everybody. There's not a single person who listens to this podcast and at some point did not have a babysitter named Tiffany or Kimberly. I just don't believe it. If there's one thing we can all agree on, is that we were raised by Tiffs and Kims. We were. But could you imagine now in 2025 naming your baby Barbara? I'm obsessed with it. Lucille, like, it's iconic. But I'm here to defend Baby Jones. I didn't mean to go on, take a hard right, but I'm here to defend Baby Jones. I want to know, you're going to have to follow up, because I got to know, what's the other alternate? What is the alternate? They want the name Baby Jones so bad. But also, how fucking awkward is it going to be? Like, I don't know the scenario. Does this other family, have they not had kids yet and they wanted to name one of their kids Baby Jones? How awkward is it going to be when Jones has got to be changed to Jeremy, and then they end up with the Baby Jones? The family beef is going to be beefing forever. I don't see how you get over this. But at the end of the day, Baby Jones, I got your back. You better believe it, baby. Wow. That is some rich Chesapeake Bay waspy shit right there.